Hello everyone and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous. Today we are going to be doing my new idea for Leela, which is based on something that was played against me actually on Tuesday. But I've made some adjustments. I got rid of some keyholes for actual accesses, and I'm starting as Leela instead of doing Andromeda. So I got rid of some keyhole. So let's see how we do. Good morning, everybody. But yeah, just trying to do my thing and keep practicing. Alright. Come on, somebody to play. Oh. So people are enjoying all of the Alice builds. Well, that seems pretty good. Keyhole probably would have been better here, but oh well. You can't right pick them all. That's a pretty productive open. Keep building. I might still go back to Andy and just get the rebirth in because the setup is so important. One of the notable things I'm doing in this list is I'm testing Rosetta and Cache as a more versatile special order style package that can also get my utility programs. Because what I was finding in a lot of games was that I wasn't able to get the utility programs that I needed quickly enough. Alright, let's keep it moving. So now I just used Cache with Rosetta to tutor for Mongoose. I'd really like to get Employee Strike before we do anything else. Yeah, I don't know, I'm excited. I like Leela. Leela's ability does a lot of work. Like a lot of work. Okay, so now we bounce. Let's run HQ. So one of the exciting things about Inversificator with Leela is if I hit an agenda, which I didn't, but if I had hit an agenda, I could have moved it. I could have bounced the ice on HQ and kept the HQ accesses. So now we're ready to run. We just really need to get medium and clippy down. Well, let's get Earthrise down. And then let's do this and get Paperclip down. Exciting. Ooh, let's see what's in HQ. I would love to see what's in HQ. What do you got? Neuralian P, D&E tractor. Oh, good. It's not worth it for me to run HQ. Perfect. Alright, so... we can take a single... Oof. Check, let's draw. We really just need to get ready to rock and roll here. All right. So let's inversificate into server 1. I would really love an account siphon. There we go. Can't use it this turn. Or can I? Probably still can't. Maybe I should get Maw into this deck with all of the untrashable cards I'm constantly accessing. Dave, we are on Leela. Specifically Inversificator Medium Leela. Alright. So let's go Count Siphon. So I'm actually going to put this on R&D because then we're not taking the net damage each time. And then I am going to get Abigail down, but only so that we can then use it to get medium. I really like Rosetta. I think it's quite good. Oh, right, I can't use it for medium. It's got to be keyhole. So we're going to be changing the list. Well, that was really dumb of me. Well, now we're in kind of a weird place because I accidentally made my deck not work. So we're going to need to make some fairly immediate deck edits. Because I'm very bad at this game. So bad. So bad am I. Alright, so we got our kit down. We just need to not die. That's the real trick. Then I'm gonna make some deck edits. So first things first, let's get in there. Take some of your money. So we've got 8 hit points remaining, and 4 of those are already accounted for. 5 of those when we count the Hokusai grid. So we gotta start digging. Now we gotta get beyond our keyhole in here. Alright. So first things first, let's draw. Let's draw. Let's go R&D. Wow. Right. So we're in pretty rough shape. I don't think we have a line now, but we shall see. Alright, so we got no cards. We got no cards. Let's get some money. We gotta get out the shovel and we gotta dig. We gotta hope we don't hit a fetal. Oh, good game. Alright. So, deck edits. So I got the keyhole back in. Let's switch to Andromeda. Quicker setup. Let's try that. Alright, let's find a game. This is a pretty good opener, I would say. So every time, is this going to be how it's going to go, where every time I cut a Neas informant, we end up being against asset spam, and every time I have a Neas informant, we end up being not against asset spam? What are other people thinking of the Rosetta? Hey, Milan. That's correct, Sean. Now, if only I could get some draw, that'd be rad. Yeah, no, I get it. You're cycling moons over and over again and controlling the message. I really want to get that employee strike because we're going to be pretty moneyed up. Once we get the employee strike, we can just start like triple trashing every turn. Count siphon, probably. Rosetta 2.0, cute. Okay. Alright. So what we really need is an employee strike. That's what we need. Deep in our heart of hearts. I have to appreciate the synergy that our opponent is creating here. I just have to wonder if it's actually going somewhere. I should have mulliganed for a draw card. I gotta learn my lesson and always mulligan for a draw card in Andromeda. Because now I'm just not gonna find one. Sure, and I'll give you the money. We're getting there. Let's start forcing some ice reses, shall we? Let's get Abigail down so we can tutor it for keyhole. Or Clippy. I wonder how nutrient rich HQ is. I'm really liking Rosetta as a more universal program tutor in Criminal. Man, I really should have mulliganed for Earthrise. This is brutal. Maybe get like a John Masanori in the deck. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's dirty laundry archives. I want all of your Jacksons used. Alright. We gotta get the lock together. ASAP. Yeah, okay. So, draw. I have siphons in this deck, right? Yes, okay. We gotta start checking other places. Being able to turn one program into another program is pretty damn good. I don't know. I just really would have benefited from a draw card somewhere in here. Also, we are definitely at 2 memory units. Okay, so I guess what we can start with is we can run archives, get a little bit more money. We can run server 12 and force some ice reses. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, you can't have that. Then let's check server 5. And let's check server 14. Sure. You can have all the moons in the world. Thinking. Because we can get rid of mongoose to get keyhole down this turn, and then drop fem next turn on news hound and have more clicks, but then the surprise is gone. Let's check one of these remotes. We also still haven't seen a single employee strike, and we're pretty far through our deck. Okay, so now things are going to get interesting. So let's install keyhole, install fem, and let's keyhole. Love those pop-ups. Hit the wrong thing. Is the last Jackson already on the table? So, that's exciting. So we could probably just go get that, right? Yeah, you have to do that before I pass. So I guess we just lose. And another loss. So, I guess I must either just be piloting wrong or I don't know. Because that's definitely a loss. I guess we could have just ripped our way through, but we wouldn't have been able to get through pop-up because we wouldn't have had any money. Morning, Lori. So that's a quantum predictive model, which is not enough for us to win the game. Oh, I'm an idiot. Good thing is we can still just run archives, get that agenda, and bounce the agenda in the remote. So let's do that. I only have one mad dash in this game. Balder, stop. So I don't really know what our options are. I think we just lose this time. But like for real this time. Water. It's just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of power to this deck, but I keep waffling on what I want as my multi-access, and what I want as my econ engine. And it seems like whenever I put down, get rid of Aeneas, I'm up against an asset spam deck, and then whenever I don't have Aeneas, yeah, so basically I always have the Aeneas in the games where I don't need it, so I'm never actually testing how effective it is against asset spam. Because the original version of this deck had medium and Aeneas, so then as I'm digging, I'm seeing all these assets and making the money from my runs back. Like, this is an incredibly taxing server for me. If our opponent didn't win on this run, though, we should be able to do so on this turn. Or potentially just go in for a legwork. Oh, we haven't even seen legwork. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to draw for that. Water, come here, man. Quit freaking out. There's nothing up there. So, okay, so I think click one, we siphon. Is it not gonna? Oh, right. It's in my hand, not in the trash. So this is a perfect example of a game where if we had had Aeneas, I would have just like walked away with all of the money in this deck. Yep, good game. I don't know. A lot of people have been talking shit about Aeneas Informant, but against decks like Controlling the Message and all the Moons decks that are greasing the top tables, it's just a huge mountain of free money to make sure I can always get my Centrals accesses. Yeah. I think let's go back to the list. I think the Keyhole trick with Rosetta is cool, but I think I'd rather have Medium than Keyhole. I think I'm going to ditch the Mad Dash. I'm going to ditch the same old thing. And I am going to ditch well, we can just do like that for now. Yeah, I think that's a better deck, even though I can't tutor for Medium. I can upgrade or tutor for other cards on my build. Yeah, I just the Keyhole in Criminal seems really good, except for when you can't get money, which seems to happen pretty often in the current meta. So that's just a concern I have. Aeneas Informant changes the way my opponent plays and puts a lot of pressure on there. I don't know. I mean, my Alice deck is doing pretty well. We're not going to have time for another game, unfortunately, because I got to leave for work in about 10 minutes. But let's talk about multi-access packages in Criminal. Do we think that Keyhole is going to be better, or do we think Medium is better? Especially if we're going to be rebirthing into Leela, I'm always of the opinion that accesses are better than Keyholes, but I know other people don't agree. I haven't played a lot of Criminal lately because I've been focusing so much on Smoke. What do other people think? Baldo, you can't get in my lap right now, buddy. I also just really like with Rosetta 2.0, we now have the ability to turn things like Mongoose into Fem with a discount for the late game. I almost wish I could get a Data Sucker in here, but I don't know where I would fit it, where I would cut the influence, you know? The only thing I can think of is to cut Rebirth and get a Data Sucker in, which wouldn't necessarily be terrible, but it would get rid of some of our late game power. I don't know. This is the Tough Sauce Express that we're on. Because there's a lot of important decisions to be made for a deck like this. I just really have been rewarded in Andromeda for using Medium and Aeneas Informant. Because then, or God, if people put a pad campaign out in the open and you Temujin it with 2 Aeneas Informants down, you're making 6 credits every run, 7 if you've got Desperado down. It's just dumb. I had somebody in the game that I did Monday where somebody put an upgrade, 2 upgrades in the same remote with like a resistor protecting it. And they were like, oh no. And I just hammered it over and over and over again. And I think I was getting like 11 credits a run. But yeah. Everybody, as always, thank you for joining me. I think tomorrow I'm going to do another corp deck, maybe, or I might do smoke. I don't know. What do people want to see? Anybody have any requests? Hey Thomas, you made it just in time for us to close up for the day. So, does anybody... Corpo? Well, we could play my Agate Fusion deck. That could be interesting. Or, more Butcher's Shot. I don't know, Corp is so weird right now. But yeah, everybody, thank you for taking time out of your morning to come hang out with me, and until we see you all again, as always be running. Enjoy your day.